Alright, what's next?
I believe it's probably going to be the next main mission, basically.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I don't want to tear your world apart. I mean, we have to stop him.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy
Nice
wrath.
pearl necklace. I'll give you another one to match it.
But
Hey.
does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
Your mom!
You follow the orders of your Inquisitor. All three of you. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the
You
Arbor
bitch.
Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
There's
We'd
a lot
be
of
remiss
swooping.
to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Mommy.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
You know what's so funny about Morgan? For you as a Kingdom Hearts player?
Yeah.
Her eyes.
Yeah.
They're yellow.
Yeah.
Norden!
Mm.
Which is kind of her mom's whole storyline.
I want you to look up Final Fantasy X Lulu.
X like 10.
Yeah.
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will
This is
topple a
Morgan.
self-proclaimed god.
Absolutely, isn't it?
I could
Isn't
ask
it?
for no fine
This is
accounts.
Morgan.
Isn't it?
Guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no fine.
Although she's considerably
We'll hound Corypheus
Older.
in the wilds before
You know,
he can
if you
find
catch
a
my
temple
drift.
Or this Illuvion.
that's just Morgan, isn't it?
This is Morgan. This is Morgan with a Moogle. And red eyes. Oh, yeah, you should be able to reach the dragon on the Storm Coast
Oh.
now. I think you get the thing on the war table to unlock it once you hit level 16, and you're level like 16 or 17 now.
Yeah.
You just haven't looked at Ferelden in forever because you
No.
just focus entirely one side of the map.
Yeah. Nice armor, dude.
It's ole.
Or let titties on my armor. Don't fuck up the map, guys. Jeez. Another kiss.
That scene was in a trailer.
Yeah, like this is so trailer bait, dude.
Because that scene was in a trailer. 100%. I remember it.
How the fuck did they manage to do this fucking compound burning in the middle of the day? That is entirely too many banners for one small army.
But it's epic!
Also, no one marches at the ready like that. That's too tiring.
Inquisitor,
But it's epic.
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
So all you have to do is fend off Corypheus's worst zealots until I've returned.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Mommy.
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be
Mommy!
the temple of Mythal.
Oh.
Which is?
A place of
Imagine if I had never
elven
explained anything about
legend.
Mythal
If
to you,
Corypheus
Yeah.
and you get to this
then
point,
the
and you're like,
Elysian
oh,
covets lies
okay.
within.
I would have captured Mythal and the elven place. Like, hey, that's the place where we
Let us hope
freed
we reach this temple
Flemeth at.
before the entire
maybe you
forest
would have
is
remembered
reduced
that.
to
But
ash.
would you if I didn't make such a big deal about it? So you have vague mentions of the Dreadwolf. You got some wolf statues everywhere, and you only now have Temple of
With
Mythal.
Orla's Imperial Guard joining us, it was
Why
never
the fuck
in
is
doubt.
the Empress here?
Corypheus has been
Why is the
sent to
Inquisitor here?
Will you not
'Cause I'm the
consider
fucking
moving
Inquisitor.
Further from the front line? Yes. Dear Lady Montillier, we cannot send our subjects where we ourselves fear to tread. All Thedas will see Orlais stand triumphant with the chosen of Andraste. As
There are
Your
so many
Majesty
trees. They could just tree hop, tree hop, tree hop. Thump. Crossbow right to the fucking chest.
We are glad
Why was the
to
King of
see you,
Ferelden
Herald.
fighting Darkspawn?
This day
I mean-
we called for ages. We are privileged to witness the fulfillment of the Inquisition's purpose.
There are other ills, Your Majesty, that the Inquisition may be called upon to attend.
He's only king by marriage.
Them with great interest.
If anything, that would make him a consort. I forget how they even call him a king, 'cause he wouldn't be. Oh wait, he was a child of noble, wasn't he?
With Orlais at your side,
He was a
you
bastard
will
kid,
see
right?
Victorious against Corypheus.
That's Alistair.
Yeah.
The light.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. Yeah, you said King of Ferelden, didn't you?
The previous King of Ferelden.
Oh.
At the beginning of Origins.
Oh, yeah.
This Eluvian lies in a
Not that Alistair hasn't done that
That's
too,
where
but
Yeah, yeah.
everything would be worst. Andraste
like literally beginning of Awakenings, Alistair's walking up to a place where you just cleared from Darkspawn, but I meant the original one, King Kalen.
Gotcha. Stormheart times 7.
Solus has unique dialogue in this, by the way. And if you
Mm.
didn't bring him, you'd miss all of it.
Mm.
I didn't bring him.
Oof.
I didn't bring him anyway. No wonder why Solus would have unique dialogue at the Temple of Mythal.
Hey, that's my goddess I like.
You see how the story just has been present this whole time in the background?
Yeah.
But they don't point at it. They don't point at it ever. They don't ever make a big deal about it. But it's been there since the first game.
Now, how much of this was pre-written? Like, is this Nomura style of level of pre-written, or like were they just making up as they went along?
I think they're making it up as they went along because, as a reminder, they finished basically the game in functionality, and they still didn't know what the story was going to be. And they literally picked it by random chance, by getting a bunch of words and putting them together, and then just picking the first ones that they got, and they got Dragon Age,
Jesus.
and they just made a story based on that.
Okay, I mean, other than that,
This is like the exact opposite of pre-written. But the story has been there the whole time.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
One last push and we can lick our wounds. I wonder if Corypheus...
God, I want to lick
Do
fucking.
you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than
Okay, I didn't realize she was in my party.
She's here.
Can I help you? God, I want to lick her axe wound. Does it piss you off that if this were real, she actually would have liked me for my personality? Because that's what got me with her in the first place. First thing that got her attention. You can expect my unit.
Where does it hurt?
Right here, between my legs. Can you rub it? Fucking hell. Whoa. What? What?
I have no idea.
Where is he?
Right there.
Jeez, I thought. Okay. Well, What?
I have no idea.
You even drink a potion?
Yes, I have no idea.
I think I figured out what the supply cache is for. I bet this bitch is buggier than a fucking computer in a cockroach-infested crack house. Our legions are fucking crazy. You guys good doing them?
Level 18. Is that your level?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, you could almost definitely get the Dragon Storm Coast unlocked then.
Okay.
Just stop looking at Orlais. Stop trying to do everything in Orlais.
Fine. Okay, Orlais's done anyways, except for a couple of...
Until you're done with this mission, and then there's gonna be more, and you're just gonna look at that like, I'm just gonna clean this. Like, you get to the Storm Coast Dragon after you've already beaten the game at that point. I'm intentionally trying to keep track of certain things because I know the way you're handling the map is going to make you miss things.
Yeah. Now, if this were real life, I would have just, you know, started the missions, fast forward the clock, finish the missions, yada yada yada.
Why?
Ease.
I didn't have any trouble completing every single mission on that
because
map
you took your time, you read all of that dialogue.
I listened to every dialogue, I talked to every person, explored everything. I tried the multiplayer.
You had reasons to come back plenty of times and start the next set of missions in the background while you did other things. I did not.
Well, I didn't run things. I didn't like launch the game specifically to run things. This is the only game I was playing.
Honestly, there's no reason for you not to be able to do the fucking word table from anywhere. Just be like, okay, open the word table menu, you know?
It's made in 2014.
If you can have a map, you can have a virtual word table.
What? It's 2014.
They could have done it.
The Shadow of War let you start sieges from some random point in the open world?
Yeah, in front of the gate.
In front of the gate? What gate? I've never played it.
Oh yeah, you can either do it from there's like a central point you can go to, or like from one of the keeps you already own, or literally at the front gate of wherever you're about to siege.
Why? Not from any random point in the open world.
No.
And that came later. Does Assassin's Creed Brotherhood let you put Brotherhood missions from wherever you are?
I don't remember.
It doesn't.
Okay.
And that's heavily what this is based on. I can't think of any game that copied Brotherhood and actually let you do it from anywhere.
It's bullshit.
It's game design.
It is bad game design. Pure red lyrium. Delicious. Yum, yum, yum.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Look sharp. They've got archers on the wall.
Just attacked by elves.
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Is that Mythal?
Could be. Does it look like a goddess of love to you?
Does she like Hollas?
I would probably assume so.
Morgan, does your mom like Hollas?
Epic music.
Sorry, guys. Coming. Yeah, go me. I totally did that. By myself. Sing word of my praises. Carry on. Hi, birds. No, come back. With your low frame rate animations that look fine on the recording and pisses me off.
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Is that Liliana? Hey girl, is that you? Oh, that her.
Huh?
And push. Push. Push, 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 push. Aw.
No.
Why would Mythal's thing have a bunch of wolf statues next to it? He turns away and walks away.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
If we find Corypheus anywhere, it will be there.
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting ahead.
No shit.
Solus just biting his tongue the whole time.
These fuckers are desecrating my wife's house. God.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares. More just of a, oh, I know where we are. I remember when I was here.
The wretch mocks you,
Oh my fucking god.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrow.
I don't hear his thing.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
They honestly thought that shit was gonna work. Oh god. That thing had like 2 sets of eyeballs for a second there. Do you see that?
Yes.
Alright, we won. Game over. GG. Let's go. Why are they letting her back in? Oh god. Ill gross. Is he gonna pop out one of these guys? He is, isn't he? Oh, that's fucking gross.
It cannot be.
Across the bridge! Now!
You just watched him die.
Yep.
Just like Hawk watched him die.
Yep. And if he had stayed around for 5 more minutes, he would have saw that happen?
Not necessarily, no. But how can he do that now that you've finally seen it? What would allow him to do that?
God powers?
You don't have to think that high. What is he?
Darkspawn?
Right. What else do you know about Darkspawn that allows some of them to essentially be immortal?
If it's an archfiend, it can communicate through all of them and carry its hive mind that way?
The reason a Grey Warden needs to kill the Archdemon
is to, oh, that's right, if you
because
kill an
it will
Archdemon,
go into
the next one.
Yeah, just another body.
Okay,
and
so
just kind of revive itself.
So he basically he's part Archdemon.
He has the same power.
Gotcha.
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain. You said you knew what he was looking for.
Confidence can carry one only so far, it seems.
I suspected. I did not know. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Huh.
So that's how the bastard survived, Hawk.
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon reign.
And you had sex near it.
How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question
Now
let
it's
us
your kid.
destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
She's right, isn't she?
You admit lack of knowledge.
Well, maybe not the elf
Yet
part, but...
dismiss her so readily.
I do not dismiss
Mythal was an
her.
elf.
I question
okay?
her supposed divinity.
Yes, remember,
One
she's
need not
human
be
now
God
because
to
she's
have value.
put herself
Truthfully,
in
I'm
the
not
body
certain
of
Mythal
a
is
human.
even a single
Okay,
entity. The accounts are
But
very
Mythal is an elf. That's probably like the biggest hint so far that it's Flemeth. Just that sentence right there.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
I miss her.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
By that guy.
What do you
By
mean?
that guy right there.
Tricked by the dread wolf. As all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them.
The gods also didn't
Or
care
perhaps
about
they
them.
were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Is that even possible? How?
With magic, anything is possible. Whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple a secret. They must kill all who enter, even the Dalish. A more sensible question might be, why?
Let's continue.
That was a more nice set of dialogue. I wasn't bored out of my fucking mind listening to it.
What?
I mean, sometimes when characters talk, I'm just like, oh my fucking god, I don't care. Talk faster.
You'd be a good WoW player.
I do it with coworkers too sometimes. Kind of makes me seem like a dick. Well, you see, while I was doing this thing, and as I was doing that, this other thing happened. I'm like, okay, what do you need me to do? Hold on, I'm getting that. So that made me have to do this thing over here, and when I did that, I realized this has to be done over here. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what do you need me to do?
It appears
do this thing. Thank you. I needed none of the information you gave me before this.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shivenen.
Ikumalai.
'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
So, good Andrastians, we offer a prayer to elven gods.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
I really hope that was that really it?
You know someone has failed it.
Yes. As
That was so pitifully sad. I don't even have words for it. I was doing it. I'm like, I have to be doing something wrong. I'm just not understanding what I'm doing wrong yet, and I'm gonna find out as soon as it tells me I'm wrong. But it never came. It never came, Rez. It said I was correct, and I hate it.
I see the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
You know what? These elves are starting to scare me.
The mages trespassed on their sacred ground.
This is the definition of being scare-roused. Ooh, boobies. Oh, she doesn't have arms. I can do it. Looks like she'll headbutt me to death, though. Worth it.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen'Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen'Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Dude, let's do it.
You're not the final expert on these ancient things. No one can be.
There must be reason behind the mysteries. I refuse to believe we cannot tease them out.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by
You will not speak to your father that way. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. That is so incorrect. Ew. Gross. Nasty.
You remind me of my mommy.
Oh. Ah, that is disgusting. Somebody wrote that knowing full well how disgusting that was.
Someone wrote that full knowing someone like me couldn't fucking help themselves.